Today, I'm going to be giving myself 4 seasons to turn the Cincinnati Bengals into a dynasty. And obviously, the Cincinnati Bengals did not win the Super Bowl last season. So for this team to actually be a dynasty, we're going to need to find a way to win 3 Super Bowls in this video. So this is definitely going to be a tough one, but with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, it is definitely possible. I mean, the offense that we have heading into year number 1 is definitely capable of bringing us to the playoffs. And on the other hand, I mean, looking at it right now, this defense definitely doesn't seem terrible, but they have been a huge problem for the Bengals. So hopefully they can turn things around. And it looks like the defense was actually pretty good this year because Cincinnati is going to go 11-6, which does put us in the playoffs. And to start off the postseason, we're going to be taking on the 9-8 Houston Texans. And I mean, record-wise, I feel like the Bengals were definitely favored to win this game, but as you can see, it has not been a great start to the postseason. We're currently losing 20-7, but on the bright side, we're only in the 3rd quarter right now, so we still have plenty of time to try and pull off a comeback. But at this point, I feel like scoring a touchdown here is a must, but we're gonna throw an interception. I mean, that is obviously just gonna make things a whole lot worse for us. And of course, after that, the Houston Texans scored a touchdown. So we are now down 28-7. And it's really starting to look like this is going to be a short-lived playoff run. I mean, a comeback at this point is going to be pretty crazy. I mean, it's almost like we were waiting all season just to have our worst game of the year in the postseason. I mean, this has by far been the worst performance out of Cincinnati this year. That stop right there is going to bring up a 3rd down. So we need 10 yards to stay on the field. And honestly, if we even want to give ourselves a little bit of a chance, I feel like we got to score in like the next minute. Because no matter what, we're gonna need to find a way to get a stop on defense somehow twice, and then we'll need to go for an onside kick. We might even need to go for 2 onside kicks depending on how this plays out. It looks like we are gonna have Chase in the end zone though, so that will at least cut it down to a 2-score lead. But either way, a comeback from here on out is gonna be pretty tough. And we actually did score another touchdown after that, so we were close, but we're still gonna lose by 7 points, which is gonna send us home in the 1st round. And now that we're officially a 1st round exit in year number 1, that means that I'm gonna need to somehow find a way to get the Bengals to 3-peat. So I'm gonna need to absolutely cook this off season. But anyways, to end off year number 1, it looks like Josh Allen's gonna be winning MVP. And in the Super Bowl, it looks like the Detroit Lions ended up beating the Baltimore Ravens. But anyways, that brings us to the first off season of the video. And if we want to get the job done next season, we're gonna need to bring in some big pieces in the off season. And one position that we are in dire need for is running back. So I made a pretty expensive trade with the Lions. It cost me a 1st round pick, 2 seconds, and 2 3rd round picks, but we are going to bring in Jahmyr Gibbs. And after that, I sent another 1st round pick, 2nd round pick, and 4th round pick to the Chargers. But in return, we're going to get a 1st round pick and Joey Bosa. And with the 1st round pick that we got from the Los Angeles Chargers, I ended up drafting Malachi Starks in the 1st round, who is pretty much the only notable draft pick that we were able to get. And it looks like the Bengals did end up having another pretty solid season after all of the upgrades, because we're going to go 12-5, which does put us in the playoffs, but the Baltimore Ravens won the division. So to start off the postseason, we kind of have a repeat of last year because we have to play the Houston Texans in the wild card round. And obviously this was the team to end our season last year, but it looks like we have gotten off to a bit of a better start because we are up by 4 points. So hopefully we can score here to make it a 2-score game, because that would make things a lot better for us. I'm going to try and go for T. Higgins this time though. I'm just gonna run another slant, but hopefully he can get open for us. It looks like we are gonna have him. I almost don't want to stop running this slant route because it seems like it keeps working out for us, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and try to go for the tight end. Oh, no way. It bounced off his head. That was actually brutal, man. I mean, we had him wide open. He just didn't react to the ball coming at him. So instead of having potentially a 1st down, it is 2nd and 10, and that's through T. Higgins' hands. I mean, we actually might be cursed today, man. That is back-to-back brutal plays. It's like Madden doesn't want us to win today. So now it's 3rd and 10. I'm gonna try to go for Jamar Chase, but we're gonna get sacked. That was an absolutely brutal end to the drive, man. I actually can't believe what I just saw, but hopefully we can at least nail a field goal with McPherson. And it's short. I got no words for what just happened. And I mean, you already know how it goes. Of course, after that, CJ Stroud scores. So now we're down 17-14 right now. I'm really hoping that we can take the lead back here. We're gonna have a big play from Higgins. So that is gonna bring it into the red zone. I'm gonna try to go back for the tight end this time. And hopefully he can actually catch the football. He's gonna have a touchdown, which is a lot better than the ball bouncing off his head. So that is gonna give the lead back to Cincinnati. But if you thought we were done there, you are very wrong, because we're coming back out here with 20 seconds to go in the game. If Houston gets into field goal range, which they might already be in, we are going to be taking a loss, because if they do nail a field goal, that's all they're going to need to do to win this thing. So the video being a fail is pretty much on the line with the next few plays. We just let a guy get away, but he didn't go for him. And it looks like they are just going to take their losses and go for the field goal here. So hopefully this isn't good. And it looks like they are gonna miss it. So our playoff run is still alive. That was a crazy game though, man. I mean, it could not have possibly gotten any closer. We're gonna sneak out with a 1-point win. But anyways, in the divisional round, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it looks like it's been another close game, which is absolutely no surprise. You already know that Josh Allen is probably gonna bring this thing right down to the wire if we can even come back. I mean, we are currently down by 3 points right now. I mean, as long as I don't throw an interception or anything like that, we should be good to at least tie the game up with a field goal. But I'm gonna keep it on the ground with Gibbs. And it looks, hold on, that's gonna be close. He's gonna bring it all the way to the 7. So it's not enough for the first down, but we're only like 4 yards away. So I'm gonna put it in the air. And hopefully we can get Gesicki open. That's going to be a touchdown. So that's going to give us the lead. But for some reason, something tells me that lead is probably not going to last too long. But I mean, to my surprise, after that, it looks like we did actually stop Josh Allen. And we were able to get the ball all the way down to the 2-yard line. So if we can punch this in for another touchdown, that could honestly be enough to do it. I mean, Josh Allen does still have like 5 minutes to work with, but if our defense can do their job, we should be good. And after that, it looks like we did hold on for the win. So up to this point, that is by far our biggest win of the video, which is gonna send us to the AFC Championship game. But of course, it looks like things are not gonna be getting any easier for us, because now we have to play the Baltimore Ravens. And I mean, so far, it looks like we have done a pretty good job against Lamar, because we're up 21-7 in the third quarter. Obviously, the Ravens have possession here, though, so I gotta make sure that we take them off the field. Derrick Henry's gonna have the first down. I mean, I know I've already said this in the past, but playing against the Ravens offense on defense has got to be one of the most difficult things to do in this game. I mean, we just have a hell of a time stopping Lamar every time I have to go up against this guy. That's probably another first down. Derrick Henry's just short. So one more stop will take them off the field, but the thing is, they only need 1 yard. And even if we do stop them at like the line of scrimmage or something, which we are gonna do, the Ravens usually go for it on 4th and 1, but it looks like that's not gonna be the case here, because they are punting it, which I would much rather have. So we do now have a chance to go up by 3 scores if we can kick a field goal or score a touchdown. But the thing is, our field position is absolutely garbage right now. So we just got to go for a few runs with Gibbs and hope that we can pick up the first down. I mean, we are pretty much right there, man. We only need a couple of inches. So I'm going to hand it off to him one more time. And it looks like he's going to have the first. I'm done playing around though, man. I'm going to try and go for a shot downfield with Chase. It looks like Nate Wiggins is on him, so I'm not even going to test that. I'll just go for the tight end. On the downside though, after that, the Ravens were able to bring up a third down. So it's 3rd and 4 right now. I'm going to try to go for Chase. Come on, that's gonna be close, but it looks like he's got it. I mean, he brought that in over Roquan Smith of all people, so I'm surprised that wasn't knocked away. But I'm gonna try and go for another deep shot with oh, never mind, Higgins should be able to bring that one in. And now I'm just gonna try and go back to this route with Chase. I know Chase is probably not gonna get open, but I'm hoping that maybe we can have the tight end. That actually should be a touchdown right there. We're 2 yards away. I mean, we only need 2 yards for the touchdown now, so I feel like I should be good to hopefully just hand it off to Gibbs again. We're gonna need some blocks from the O-line, but it looks like he is in, so that's gonna make it a 3-score lead, which should hopefully be enough to hold off Baltimore, and we are gonna hold on for the win after that. So in year number 2 of this video, it looks like Joe Burrow and the Bengals are headed to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off year number 2, this time it looks like Jalen Hurts is gonna be winning MVP, and it looks like the last team standing in our way is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And real quick, now that the NFL season is right around the corner, I feel like now is the perfect time to tell you about a special offer from my partners over at Vivid Seats. Vivid Seats is the only leading ticket company with a reward system. So every time you make a purchase on their website, you get closer to earning a discount, getting seat upgrades, or sometimes even free tickets. And when you download the Vivid Seats app, there's also a free game center where you can win tickets by answering trivia questions. And if you're a new customer to Vivid Seats, make sure you use my promo code PRIMETIME519 to take $20 off of any purchase that is $200 or more. And it looks like we are currently in the driver's seat right now. We're up 21-10 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and there's only like 2 minutes to go in the game. So if we can get a stop on defense, that should pretty much put this thing away. So hopefully we can do that. But no matter what, at this point, unless they kick a field goal, it's pretty much going to be like 4-down territory for Tampa Bay right now. That sack will definitely help though, because that's going to set them back 5 yards. We almost got another one, but that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And we did get another stop after that too to bring up a 4th down, but of course, as I said, it's pretty much 4-down territory at this point. So they are going to be going for it, but if they don't pick this up, this game is pretty much over. Baker's just gonna keep it on the ground though, so that's easy for him. I mean, I was really hoping that we would actually find a way to get the stop there, but either way, he is quickly running out of time. So even if Tampa Bay scores a touchdown, I mean, it honestly might be too late at this point. There's only like 40 seconds left in the game, and we are gonna get an interception, which should pretty much guarantee us the Super Bowl. This thing is over. I mean, Tampa Bay definitely put up a fight, so props to them, but as you can see in year number 2, it looks like the Cincinnati Bengals are gonna be getting the job done. I mean, that interception from Hilton was absolutely clutch, but to be honest, I mean, even if they did score a touchdown there, I feel like we still would have won this game. But anyways, I mean, this is still just the start, because we need to find a way to win 2 more Super Bowls in 2 seasons. But anyways, as you can see in year number 2, the Cincinnati Bengals are gonna be hoisting a Lombardi trophy. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to another off season, and unfortunately this year we only have $2.5 million in cap space, so we are gonna be losing quite a few players, and we couldn't do anything in free agency either. So this is what the offense looks like heading into year number 3. I mean, the O-line is a little bit alarming, but other than that, we're looking pretty solid. On the other hand though, I mean, this defense is still pretty solid, don't get me wrong, but this is a pretty big downgrade from what we had last season. But after losing all of the players that we lost in the offseason, it looks like the Bengals barely snuck into the playoffs as the 7th seed with an 11-6 record. And to start off the postseason, we have to play the 13-4 Denver Broncos. And this is going to be a tough one to win. I mean, it seems like Denver has not been messing around this season. We are all tied up at 3 right now though, but there's only like 30 seconds before the half. So if we want to score a touchdown, we've got to hurry it up here, man. I'm gonna try and go for a bit of a shot with Chase. I'm really hoping that he can get open here, but it looks like that's not going to be happening. So I'm just going to go for Gibbs, who's got a decent little gain. I mean, he stepped out of bounds, so that's all that really matters. I'm going to try and go back for Jamar this time, though. If he's locked up, we might be able to go for Gesicki, but we're going to have to see how this plays out. We got Chase open, so that's going to bring it all the way to the 10. So with 10 yards to go, I'm going to try and run a double slant. I'm pretty sure the last time I ran this, it did work out for a touchdown. So hopefully it will be the same story. It looks like Higgins is going to be there. So that is going to give the Cincinnati Bengals a 10-3 lead over Denver.
A few moments later.
But now we're coming back out here in the fourth quarter, and the game is pretty much on the line right now. It is 1st and goal. So if Denver scores, that is probably gonna ruin our chances of becoming a dynasty. And they're obviously gonna be going for the 2-point conversion as well. So, I mean, we really need to stop this because then we only need to get a field goal. But either way, it's gonna be pretty difficult to get into field goal range. That stop right there will make things a lot more doable though. So we have 12 seconds to try and get a big play to work out. I'm gonna see if we can get Chase open. And it looks like it's knocked away. We have one more play to go. And since that last one didn't work out, it's gonna have to be a Hail Mary. So we need a miracle if we want to keep our hopes and dreams of being a dynasty alive here. And it looks like unless there's a pass interference call, this thing is gonna be over. So, since we're gonna get knocked out by the Denver Broncos, it's gonna be impossible to three-peat now. So, we cannot turn this team into a dynasty. I mean, I have done dynasty videos in the past with like the Eagles, the Ravens, the Lions, but coming into this one, I knew that out of all of those teams, Cincinnati was definitely gonna be the most challenging. And obviously, we were not able to get the job done, but on the bright side, we were still able to get a ring with Joe Burrow. So I am happy about that, but to end things off, it looks like Patrick Mahomes is going to be winning MVP. And in the Super Bowl, it looks like the Kansas City Chiefs ended up beating the San Francisco 49ers. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got everything linked in my description below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.